Good evening, students, parents, faculty, and staff. Welcome to the annual DeGroote School of Business Undergraduate Academic Awards Ceremony. McMaster University recognizes and acknowledges that it is located on the traditional territories of the Mississauga and Haudenosaunee nations and within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Thank you for being with us today to celebrate these incredible students. I will now pass it over to Associate Dean Sue McCracken.
Thank you, Len, and thank you to all of you for being here with us for this special occasion. It is always one of my most favorite nights of the year when we come together to recognize the academic achievements of our students. Congratulations to the students. I wish I could be there in person to congratulate you, but I can't. So I'm asking those parents that are sitting there with their students right now, if you could give them a handshake, a hug, a pat on the back for me, I would really appreciate it. And when we're back on campus, I will do the same. I'll give you that congratulatory handshake. So congratulations. We are so proud of you for your academic achievements, especially in the 2019-2020 year. It's no small feat to be the best of the best here at DeGroote, yet you consistently demonstrate academic excellence and put into action our commitment to creating a brighter world. For the 2019-2020 academic year, with approximately 4,000 students, we had almost 800 students on the Dean's Honor List, and we gave out over 1,000 students scholarships and academic awards across all 4 levels in the program. Congratulations to those of you that have achieved these awards. Many of you achieved both the Dean's Honor List and an academic award or scholarship. Amazing. As you know, these awards would not be possible without our donors' support and generosity. These donors believe in our students and provide the financial opportunities for them to achieve their goals. On behalf of all of DeGroote, the students, the staff, the faculty, I would like to express our greatest appreciation for your generous support of our future business leaders. To have such a large cohort of students being recognized this year speaks volumes of the caliber of the students that we have here at DeGroote. You are our future business leaders. Your hard work, dedication, and commitment to your community, to DeGroote, to McMaster will serve you well as you go off into the world. I know many of you are in your final year. Again, I wish we could be in person, but we're not. But I know all of you are going to go off and do great things. But don't forget us. Don't forget you're part of that DeGroote family and that we are here to support you and watch. We will be watching you as you go off and do great things. For those of you in levels 2, 3, and 4, congratulations, and I can't wait to see you on campus again. I know you're doing great things at home, but we can't wait to have you back on campus and be seeing you and walking around in the atrium, walking around campus, and just having the opportunity to say hello. McMaster, I'm going to brag a little bit here. McMaster is among the top 70 universities in the world, currently ranked at 69 in the World University Rankings published by the Times Higher Education. We are one of only 4 Canadian universities in the world's top 75. Congratulations on being part of such a great school. I want to highlight that this fall also marks our 4th year of the Integrated Business and Humanities program. Many of you are part of the IBH program that are receiving awards tonight. We are so proud of your successes and this program. Our commerce students, again, so proud of you. You guys are fantastic. You make up the bulk of our undergraduate students, and you are always amazing me with the great things you're doing. Congratulations. I would now like to start the ceremony with the introduction of our special guests and donors, who will say a few words and present the certificates. I'm pleased now to welcome an alum, Nav Nanwa. Nav is brand marketing manager for No Frills at Loblaw Companies Limited and a proud DeGroote alumnus of both the undergraduate BCom Honors 2010 and the MBA 2013 programs. Congratulations, Nav. You picked a great school. We are proud to count you among DeGroote School of Business family, Nav. I will now turn it over to you.
Well, hi, everybody. My name is Nav Nanwa, and I am an honors BCom graduate from the year 2010 at the DeGroote School of Business, as well as an MBA co-op graduate for the year 2013. I'm very honored to be your keynote speaker for the Academic Achievement Awards. A big congratulations to everybody who won an Academic Achievement Award. It is very much a pleasure to be with you as you celebrate this amazing milestone. And I'm very excited to talk to you about a couple things over the next few minutes when it comes to some of my experience coming out of DeGroote and just what I've learned over the last 10 years, because it's actually been 10 years since I graduated my undergrad, and I can't believe where the time has gone. But let's just get right into it. So you're probably asking, who is Nav Nanwa and who's this guy talking to me for the next little bit? Well, I'll tell you who I am. Currently, I'm the brand marketing manager for No Frills, and within the last 2 years, I've been able to launch a comic book franchise, a music album, and a clothing line. Previous to that, I was the marketing associate at Maple Leaf Foods, which is where I started my career on deli meat. And then I went on to go work for Snickers Chocolate, where I did a partnership with the Toronto Raptors and got to feed Corey Joseph Snickers. And then I did a brief stint at the CFL in sports. My side hustle outside of my daytime marketing job, which probably explains the microphone that's currently in front of me, is that I do a radio show called New Theory Radio, which focuses on arts and culture, and it's based within the Peel regions. Anybody from Brampton or Mississauga or even Caledon, what's up? But I think a lot of this really stems from my time at DeGroote and just what I was able to do during my time in addition to my studies. And in my undergrad, I was a Mars apprentice while also a residence don for both, resident CA. I totally forget that's what you guys call it, for Brandon Hall and Whitten, as well as the president of the South Asian Alliance. And then when I did my MBA, I was able to be the first president of the DeGroote MBA Marketing Association. I was a part of the winning team for MBA Games in 2014 when we took the trophy back from Schulich. And then I also placed in the top 10 for Canada's Next Top Ad Exec in 2014. But as I was thinking through this presentation and what I wanted to talk to all of you about, one thing that really stuck with me as I think about my time with DeGroote was this thing right here, and that's my student card. And you might be wondering, wow, that's a really old photo of a student card. Well, yes, it is. But why does this matter so much? And I really got to think about the benefits that my student card gave me. It gave me bus service when it comes to the Hamilton transit. It gave me a meal plan that I very much enjoyed. I really do miss the pasta at Student Center. Student discounts galore. That's why I went to Boston Pizza every single week. Administrative support when you were buying books or going through exams. And who can forget VIP entry to some of the hottest events, whether it was camp parties or concerts. Your student card was that token that got you in everywhere. But I think generally what the student card was able to do is it was able to foster curiosity at such a very young age. And curiosity is important. And this is the theme of my presentation today and what I'll be touching on for the next little bit. Curiosity is defined as a strong desire to know or learn something. And this is prevalent not only as you as a student, but it's also prevalent as you move forward in life as well. As a student, you're curious about your education and what you want to learn. You're curious about the relationships that you're going to build and the experiences that you're going to face as you continue on with your studies and go to McMaster and DeGroote. You're also curious about different extracurricular activities and how that can benefit you in the long run. Then as you switch over to a new grad, you start to get curious about your career, continued education. Like, do you want to pursue an MBA or a master's? Curious about your network and how to build one coming out of school, and just a general curiosity around what's next. What do I do after my undergrad? And then as a professional, you take that curiosity with you into your job and how you can better the lives of not only the organization that you work for, but the people around you. Curiosity when it comes to mobility, when it comes to what you need to do to move up within an organization or an industry. Companies and industries, you get curious about what's out there because as a student, you're familiar with what's out there, but you really broaden your knowledge as you start to work. You obviously get curious about your network and you might get a bit strategic on how you want that to come to life. And then you get curious about your passions because when you work a 9 to 5 for so long, you start to get curious about what you can be doing with the 5 to 9 time that you're afforded after. And a lot of that is driven by curiosity. So why is it important? It's something that we've all grown up with. It's something that we all know. And again, we've all probably have read Curious George a number of different times. But to me, I think curiosity really allows someone to continually push themselves to find themselves. It shapes their narrative, it enables lifelong learning, and it fosters adaptability. Fostering adaptability right now is the most crucial considering the interesting times that we're in. So it all really began on March 11th. I think everyone this year knows exactly where they were on March 11th when the news came out that it was my birthday. Yes, I turned 32 on March 11th, and it was a fantastic day. And yeah, I really started to feel my age on that day. But in hindsight, it was also the day that the WHO declared a coronavirus pandemic, which changed our lives for the time being. I'm sure we all had plans in January and February for this year, what we wanted to accomplish. But when March 11th hit, the pandemic really threw a wrench in all of our plans. We went from handshakes to coffee dates to networking events to Zoom calls to using Google Meet to living on LinkedIn and being content developers while also trying to network using a social platform like LinkedIn, as well as having socially distant meetups and gatherings, or at least I hope. Again, staying 6 feet apart, or how we like to call it in No Frills, a cart apart, just became something that we did as we got used to this new normal that we were facing. But there certainly was a level of curiosity to this. I think if curiosity wasn't around, we probably wouldn't have been able to pivot as good as we've pivoted since the pandemic began. And this event's a great example of that. And I think it's a great example of why curiosity is so important and the results that can come out of curiosity when it comes to trying to make things happen. A really good example is this article that I read a couple of years ago, and it's called "The Business Case for Curiosity." It's from the Harvard Business Review, and it's written by Francesca Gino, and it really talks about the importance of curiosity not only in business but within leadership. So one of the key points, or some of the key points that stood out in this article, was that when we open ourselves to curiosity, we really think deeply and rationally about decisions, and we really do our best to come up with creative solutions, which is something right now in the position that you're in can definitely drive when it comes to behavior, when it comes to really instilling that to yourself, because thinking creatively is what's going to set you apart as you move forward. And an interesting one is, and it has to do with leadership, because as undergrad students, we all have a desire to one day be in a leadership position of a company. And the one thing that they found in this article is that leaders that encourage curiosity actually improve their companies. It's like that saying where you enter into an organization and you should leave it better than when you came. And that is something that a lot of people take with them. And curiosity is a driver of that. Curiosity allows you to push yourself, allows you to ask the questions, it allows you to try new things, and it allows you to learn very quickly so that you can take it back and improve on it in real time. A quote that also really stuck with me, and it comes from Michael J. Fox, who unfortunately recently announced that he's retiring from acting due to his Parkinson's disease, but it's no denying the awesome career that he's truly had. Plus, he's Canadian, which makes it awesome. But this quote really speaks to me, and it says, "I think I benefited from being equal parts ambitious and curious, and of the two, curiosity has served me the best." And I really agree with that. I think right now, all of you being at the Academic Achievement Awards really shows how ambitious you are, and just how much you really care about your education, and how you want to use it as you carry on with your degree or as you think about the future. But then adding in a little bit of curiosity to that is the perfect mix to really allow yourself to develop. So what I would like to urge you to do is really think through that. As much as you're ambitious, as much as you like to really put your all into something, think about ways in which you can add some curiosity to what you're doing on a daily basis. And that will truly allow you to really think through a lot of what you're doing. And who knows, maybe it'll make you the next Michael J. Fox, and you'll discover how to travel back in time. But as you move forward, it's very important that you really take curiosity with you and you really think through it and you really use it to your advantage, because it truly is a very magical tool that you have available to you, especially as you look to progress your life. And like I mentioned, curiosity is a strong desire to know or learn something. And just a couple things I'd like you to remember as you move forward is tap into your passions. That's the genesis of curiosity, is really trying to figure out what your passions are and how you can use them to your advantage and really drive happiness for yourself. Welcome new experiences. It's very easy now in the pandemic to feel like you're stagnant and that all you're doing is staying at home and staring at a screen all the time. But maybe there's an added element available to you where you can add a new experience to that, whether it be networking, whether it be trying a new skill, whether it be using this digital medium that we're using to connect with each other, to try something different and really approach that with an open mind. Challenge yourself. You need to consistently challenge yourself to grow. And that's just a rule of thumb. And that's really the genesis of your education when it comes to things like midterms and finals. And you want to be able to challenge yourself because it is the learnings that you get from challenging yourself that stick with you and allow you to stay curious as you progress. One of the final things is really to be kind. And I think kindness right now more than ever is so important. And the one thing I'll tell you is that the people around you who are at this academic achievement awards ceremony, or even the people that are in your classes, I guarantee you will interact with some of them when you're in a corporate environment. And you want to make sure that no matter what position you're in or what position that they're in, that they have a good memory of who you are, because being kind can take you far. And it's something that people remember. And especially as you try new things and you think about curiosity, and you think about how you can continually learn and know new things, kindness will definitely set you apart and allow you to approach things differently. And last but not least, never forget your student card. I certainly have it, and I think you shouldn't have either. I think your student card really is an enabler of curiosity, and it's something you can always think back to as you move on from DeGroote, as you start your career, as you pursue continued education. Your student card was an enabler for you to try new things, was an enabler for learning. And I think when you use the student card analogy in your life and you always think about how you can use the student card to benefit who you are and how you can progress and how you can get better, I think that's when you truly enable greatness and enable what's really inside of you. That's my time, but thank you so much for listening. This is my contact information. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter. That's my website, navnanwan.com/holler. Shoot me a message. Let me know what you thought about this presentation. As well, feel free to check out my radio show /podcast, New Theory Radio. I would love to get some feedback on that as well. Congrats again on your achievement, and I will talk to you later.
Thank you, Nav, and thank you for that wonderful message. I know you've inspired all of us. And now, students, since we could not be together in person for today's event, we've asked your peers and award donors to participate in a special video message to congratulate you. Please take a look.
My name is Ahmed Amir, and I'm on the Dean's Honors List from 2019 to 2020. And a way I keep myself motivated is reminding myself of the fact that I've been privileged enough to receive an exceptional education here at the DeGroote School of Business, and I want to take this privilege forward and showcase it to employers that there's a true benefit of having an education with purpose.
Hey guys, I'm on the Dean's List. I still remember last year, at this time, I saw many of my friends win this reward, and I was like, okay, I will be there too, and here I am. I think this thought keeps motivating me to get here, and one thing I love the most about studying at DeGroote is definitely the trading room. I learned so much and had so much fun there.
Hi, my name is Wynette. I received the Hochrig Family Scholarship in Business Award. One thing that motivates me to reach my goals is surrounding myself by really smart and driven people. Over the past couple months, I had dozens of coffee chats with professionals and students from around the world, and they inspire me to be the best I can be in my academics, extracurriculars, and in my early career.
Hi, my name is Taylor Moniz, and I'm accepting the Dean's List Award, and I just want to say thank you. Some advice that I would have for fellow students would be that education is not linear, and it is okay if you change your path or you're still figuring out your journey, because what matters at the end of the day is if you are happy and that you like what you're learning. Also, what motivates me would be my loved ones, and they inspire me every day to do my best.
Hi, my name is Colton Reeds, and I was selected to be on the Dean's Honor List. One piece of advice I could offer to my fellow colleagues is to stay engaged during online classes and don't hesitate to ask their professor questions.
Hi, my name is Bilal, and I'm a recipient of the University Senate Scholarship. My favorite thing about studying at DeGroote is the amazing people I've been able to interact with during my time here. It's allowed me to build meaningful connections that I know will extend well beyond my time at DeGroote.
Hello everyone, my name is Cecilia and I am one of the recipients of the Dean's List this year. My favorite thing about studying at DeGroote is the collaborative environment. I could not have progressed this far without the support from my faculty and my mentors. The professors at DeGroote genuinely care about the students and always willing to provide extra support. My HR professor, the area chair of HR at DeGroote, who motivated and helped me for breaking through barriers and always acted an endless beam of positive energy.
Hi, my name is Gary Nudabashian, and I am a member of the Dean's Honors List. My favorite part of studying at the DeGroote School of Business is the camaraderie between students and the sense of community present everywhere at DeGroote.
My name is Sarah Rotella, and I'm a member of the Dean's Honor List as well as a recipient of the KPMG Scholarship and the Deloitte Scholarship. My favorite part about studying at DeGroote is the community and support system that we have surrounding us at all times. Whether that be fellow students, staff, or faculty, there's always someone there to lean on or motivate you to be successful. And really, this support system is the reason that I have strived to be the best that I can be as a student and a professional.
Wow, that was great. Some amazing messages. It's so nice to see the members of DeGroote community coming together to congratulate you. That is what DeGroote is all about. We are a family, we support one another, and we love to see each other succeed. I would now like to introduce Greg Rombo, Manager Academic, DeGroote School of Business, to present the awards to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. McCracken. My name is Greg Rombo. I'm the manager of our academic programs here at the DeGroote School of Business. I'm very pleased to be here with you. I wish we were here in person together. This is one of my favorite evenings of the year, the chance to recognize and applaud your achievement and commitment to your studies. So I have the honor of reading through all of our named award winners, and we will also be sharing the recipients of the Dean's Honors List along the bottom of the screen, so you'll be able to see your name there as well. So let's get started. Please join me in congratulating Ashley Abraham for receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Maxwell Adams is receiving the Williamson Family Commerce Scholarship, the Achievement Award of Excellence, and the DeGroote School of Business Alumni Undergraduate Scholarship. Jamal Al-Faraj is receiving the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Imogen Ames is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Daniel Baldino is receiving the Robert Taylor Scholarship in Commerce.
Bharti Bhardwaj is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Andrew Chinelli is receiving the City of Hamilton Economic Development Department Scholarship. Paige Curtis is receiving the Accenture Incorporated Scholarship. Erica Daly is receiving the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Andrew Davies is receiving both the Dr. Ronald Joyce Award for Athletes as well as the Robert Taylor Scholarship in Commerce. Jessica DeForest is receiving the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Kieran Downey Cheatham is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Brandon Fewer is receiving the Coco Family Scholarship. Evelyn France is receiving both the James B. Lawson Scholarship as well as the J. Beverly Krugel Scholarship in German Language Studies. Lu Gao is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Labika Ghani is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Yunming Jiu is receiving the Chartered Professional Accountants of Ontario Scholarship. Yu Yung Jiu is receiving the Chartered Professional Accountant of Ontario Scholarship, as well as the Robert Allen Kennedy Scholarship. Verena Gergis is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Saeed Naki Hassan is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Dalia Hussein is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Eric Jackson is awarded the City of Hamilton Economic Development Department Scholarship. Manjeet Jandu is receiving the Tax Executive Institute Scholarship as well as the Robert Allen Kennedy Scholarship. Bilal Khan is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Claire Kim has been awarded the University Prize for Special Achievement. Sinyu Lee is being awarded the University Senate Scholarship. Benjamin Lindsay is being awarded the University Senate Scholarship. Jianming Liu is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Yuting Liu is receiving the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Roland Liu is receiving the University Senate Scholarship as well as the Dr. Andrew Sendrovich Memorial Scholarship. Nicole Martin is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Marco Martino Coons is a recipient of the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Mebi Mengel is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Yael Morris is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Simmons Obede is receiving the William D. G. Hunter Prize. Liam O'Brien is receiving the Rudy Hines Community Contribution Award as well as the University Senate Scholarship. Jennifer Odenigbo is receiving the Price Waterhouse Coopers Canada Scholarship. Jordan Papadopoulos is receiving the City of Hamilton Economic Department Scholarship. Amanda Paquette is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Jordan Pereira is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Brianna Piunsky is receiving the Fedor Schneider Scholarship in Italian. Minyoung Pu is receiving the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Emily Ranta is receiving the Dr. Rick Hackett Scholarship in Human Resource Management and Organizational Behavior. Alexander Roque is receiving the City of Hamilton Economic Development Department Scholarship. Sarah Rotella is receiving the Beatrice Corrigan Memorial Book Prize, the Deloitte Scholarship, the KPMG Scholarship, as well as the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Karina Santucci is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Inza Saqib is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Michelle Sato is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Jade Smith is being awarded the University Senate Scholarship. Jasper Smith is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Julia Solodko is receiving the City of Hamilton Economic Development Department Scholarship. Ya-Yun Song is receiving the Chartered Professional Accountants of Ontario Scholarship. William Stevenson is receiving the University Prize for Special Achievement, as well as the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Hannah Stoedge is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Hoxing Tang is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Connor Tedford is receiving the Robert Allen Kennedy Scholarship, as well as the Chartered Professional Accountants of Ontario Scholarship. Aidan Thornwell is receiving the Scott Bartlett Memorial Prize. Victoria Thornton is receiving the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Astra Truman is receiving the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship, as well as the Hopa Ports Scholarship. Rola Tuwafaha is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Luca Turci is receiving the Fedor Schneider Scholarship in Italian. Garrett Vanderveld is receiving the City of Hamilton Economic Development Department Scholarship. Stacy Warner is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Emma Jo White is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Thomas Wickerink is receiving both the Robert Taylor Scholarship in Commerce as well as the Paul Heifer Prize. Jackson Wilms is receiving the Frank and Carol Tristani Scholarship. Wynette Wong is the winner of the Hockrig Family Scholarship in Business. Xia Yi is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Ria Yu is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. Lin Wan is receiving the Dr. Harry Lyman Hooker Scholarship. Xiyuan Zhang is receiving the Dr. Andrews van Droots Memorial Scholarship. Wenyi Zhou is receiving the University Senate Scholarship. And Skylar Zwal is receiving the Hitachi Capital Canada Corporation Scholarship. So thank you to each of our different award winners and congratulations.
So congratulations again to all of our award winners and Dean Honors List recipients. Congratulations again. A thank you to all of our donors for which none of this would be possible. So thank you to our donors. Thank you to our presenters who are with us today. Thank you to the staff and faculty who made this event possible. I wish you all the best of luck with the rest of your term and your academic studies. Congratulations again, and I hope to see you in person next year. Thank you.